Plate, where last Sunday of every month we celebrate the Pedestrian Sunday. And we're going to go in and have a little conversation with Brewers Plate consistent supporters, BPPalette, Chef Brook Kavanaugh and proprietor Shamez are going to show us the ropes in their kitchen, give us a preview of what we might expect at Brewers Plate this year.
And if you're in for the long haul, we do a tasting menu. We do a tasting menu. If you need a reminder, you'll see it listed there. So for $60, you've got you start off with the Thai curry mussels. You then get to try one of our charcuterie. This is made in-house. It's a wild boar and chicken we've got there. A little salad with truffle oil and lemons. You would follow that with a house-made bean sausage that comes that basically.
Well, I've been inspired by local food for a long time. The fact that local food is fresher means it tastes better, and I know that the ingredients have spent more time on the tree, on the vine, in the ground, less time on a truck traveling to the restaurant. So I can feel confident that when my customers eat them, it's going to taste better, it's going to be fresher, healthier.
Yeah, it's funny, in our prefab society that it's kind of a new invention, local food, but it's what your grandma called food.
So tell me a little bit about what you guys do here in Kensington around local food.
Well,
I mean, we opened this restaurant 10 years ago, and it's not like everything we do is 100% local food. It's not a flavor of the month or a fad for us. It's something that we've been slowly making a shift towards because of many reasons. We believe in food that tastes good and is good for you too. Food that is grown by a farmer, not in a laboratory. It's hugely important. I think in our society of prefab culture, we've lost touch with what our ancestors would call food. And so here we get to take great European traditions of food making and apply them to great local ingredients, and I think it's a winning combination.
Yeah, it's also really important to support our local economy and to support our local food systems for the security of our food future. If we don't support that green belt, if we don't support the areas around the major city where food is grown, then that land will get turned into like strip malls and subdivisions. Yeah. So it's for now. It's for the future. And I think the more we support that local food economy, the more diversity we'll have. Like, as those farmers feel confident that they're going to be able to sell their things at the farmers markets and to the grocery stores, they're going to plant more stuff the next year. They'll start buying up more land, and it's just the smarter we spend our food dollars, the better it's going to be in the future for our food culture.
It creates a demand for it. When Brooke talks of diversity too, that's something that really bugs me, the generic nature of what we eat has become, right? And we're only using the same 4 kinds of carrot and the 5 kinds of tomato, and we're not breeding them for how good they taste or how good they are for you. We're breeding them for how long they might sit on the back of a truck and how firm they are and how they look, how they taste.
I mean, that's pretty powerful messaging right there. I mean, all by itself.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the gastronomic experience of pairing food that you make at Brewers Plate with the beer and the locally craft brewed beer that comes from a local artisan?
I personally don't like lager very much. I love ales, stouts, porters, and wheat beers. And what people don't realize is there's a spectrum of beer. What you get at most beer stores, you get 200 kinds of beer from all over the world that taste basically the same. And here what you've got instead is 6 or 7 local breweries that are making the full spectrum of beer, the full flavor experience of beer. So under one roof, you get to try the whole rainbow.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the Brewers Plate. You get a whole rainbow of beer flavors, and with that, a whole rainbow of food flavors.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be a whole spectrum.
I'm getting hungry and thirsty.
Yeah, me too.
Exceptional to have you guys on board, and always as supporters. It's wonderful to collaborate with you, and I look forward to the fantastic surprise that we're going to have at Brewers Plate from BPPalette here in Kensington Market. Brooke, let's head to the kitchen and see what you're chefing up today.
So I'm firing on a few dishes here. We're doing, this is actually one of our local dishes. This is a local lake trout. They're big fish. They're about this big when they come in. It almost looks like a salmon. But it is a trout. So you get, I like this fish because it's really thick. So you get a really nice like creamy center almost, like you would with a salmon fillet. So for a trout, it's very moist, has a high fat content because it lives in really cold Canadian lakes all winter. So it has to be fatty to last those Canadian winters, and that fattiness lends itself to a really rich flavor. So I'm just gonna pop that in the oven now, and it gets paired up with a dish called cold canned potatoes from actually an Irish potato dish. It's fingerling potatoes, cabbage, lots of leeks, chives, cream, salt, pepper, and top that off with a panko crusted poached egg. So we poach an egg, crust it in breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, deep fry it, and serve it right on top of the fish. And because the egg is poached and it's still rare in the center, you still get that runny egg yolk with a crispy breadcrumb crust. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the plate right now. Okay. This is that cold canned potato I was telling you about. I'm just gonna plate that in the center of the plate. Shred on top. Some herb fingerling potatoes. It's a leg of duck confit. That's horse tenderloin for a dish called the quack and track. Quack duck, track horse. Hey, you want to plate up that pickled cauliflower? Yeah. Some local vegetables with butter. We're still in our winter vegetables right now. The spring vegetables haven't really come up, but come back in a week or so and you'll see fiddleheads, asparagus, wild leeks. Just gonna finish that off. You got a little bowl, Hayden? Yeah. Nice, buddy. So yeah, it's finished with a rosemary demi-glace. And you can ding that up, Ed. That's BPPalette's quack and track, and toulade, which is the French word for lake trout, with cold canned potatoes, pickled cauliflower, panko crusted poached egg. There you go. Going to table 2.